Welcome back to ClosetBros.
Yeah.
Andrew is still here.
I'm still here. I got my notepad.
With all the people, we'll show them the notepad.
The handy
We'll put up a
dandy
picture
notepad.
of it.
We'll put up a picture of it when it's done, yeah. We'll link it in the bottom of the video.
At the end of the series, we will show you the notepad that has all the characters.
And Noah's waifu.
They've seen the waifu before, man.
Alright, we have Noah's waifu. But we'll put it up again in case you didn't watch that series.
Back
where
to
you
the
saw
story
it before.
of Sakura Spirit. The two armed girls were approaching them, almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. We've got you now, thieves!
Panty thieves!
I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on.
What? Did they steal them off her body?
Yeah. Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, although I must admit, I haven't breezed down there. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kind of nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly.
You can tell that's the sluttier one of the two.
Oh,
Despite being the younger. Well, I don't know if she's younger. Hikage! Goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you, it's about our undergarments. Stolen! Like these two criminals being brought to justice. Oni-sama, it hurts. My head hurts. You can tell by the weird eye.
It's going to be okay.
She could have a manly voice. Can you please do that?
Yeah. And she has a mature voice.
Yeah.
Hey guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, in here, catch.
Stop it right there! However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered.
Oh, it's this picture
I can't
again.
see! Who the hell tosses up? Peeling the items off my face, I raised them into the air, looking like a professor examining an important sample of while the thieves made their escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties?
They
Oh
stole
boy,
her
I
bra
knew this
too.
wasn't going to end well. Ah, you there! Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. You won't be saying that later game. Oh.
Wah, 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 wah. Drop the panties right now!
I'm innocent until proved guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into a shish kebab.
Sheesh.
What? No, shut up. Stop. Shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I am Tsukino Mio, the chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know of any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Should I drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but... Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointy end of her naginata aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up into the air and causing the girl to lose her balance. Narumi, I did not order you to attack!
I don't give a shit.
Fine, I'll give them back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up regretting.
Ha! You think I'd fall for something so simple, fool? You might have fooled me once, but I don't want that to happen again.
The woman swung her weapon wide, arcing the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge.
I like how the screen just kind of jiggles when
She then lunged forward and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around my back, leaving me with sore ribs in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive.
No, you're just
The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly.
I like how he's admiring the
methods may be
texture
crude.
as it happens.
Your methods may be crude, but they do get results, Hikage. Tie him up. We'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding.
All they did was steal panties, and
He just walked up and stopped them from killing them.
he's just like, hey,
People
hey
wonder
guys,
why why criminals want to resist arrest. Oh wait, that's the wrong voice. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all costs.
Am I being detained?
I mumbled this weakly as the girl with the naginata tied my wrist together with rope, and I soon felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city. Surely once we're out of the forest, you two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do.
City? Ha! We're not taking you there. You'll be spending the night in the village cells, thief.
Who you calling thief? I'm the victim. First I get onions tossed in my face, then I have to deal with physical abuse, and now these accusations. Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city, you know. Tsukino Toshi.
Silence!
Silence! Hikage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious.
With my tits.
Tsundere Tyrant. Or Tsundere Tyrant.
That's funny.
And that's how I ended up on my way to
I
the
like
jail
how I've
cell.
had like 2
Cuffed
lines.
and dragged by 2 girls, both of who I started to suspect were crazy. I like how I keep changing that girl's voice, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember which one I'm doing. When we exited the forest, alarm set off in my mind. The city I'd lived in my whole life. It was gone. You gotta be kidding me. If it wasn't Tsukino Toshi, where the hell was I?
Hello, Talking. Come on. I don't want to bop you that much. Kind of maybe a punch or 2. I just want to know what the heck you booked my strike so easily. It's just like, bro.
Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look like they belong in some kind of classic samurai movie.
Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Haramaru. It's been here forever.
I like how you keep changing your voice now because I mentioned that.
Hikage!
I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. That's the voice. I keep making it high pitched for some reason.
Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me I had to.
Must be tough being supported for someone like that. Be quiet or I'll silence you for good. Dude, she's gonna kill him.
She's pretty bitchy.
Dude, but you know, she's pretty attractive. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. This time it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully, there would be someone with more common sense in the village.
Several minutes later, ellipses, ellipses, and
Several
stuff like
minutes later.
that.
Ellipses.
Yeah, I knew it. Ellipses,
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. I soon found myself contained within a small room. The stern-looking tsundere of the girl glaring down at me, while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a little. From what I had gathered during their conversations, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose do these thefts have? Are you just some pervert who gets off sniffing girls' undies? I have to castrate you! I already told you, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention anything you worn by you would probably smell sour. Oh! Bro. Dude, you're not helping yourself. I couldn't see too well from where they had put me, but it was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby.
Village elder,
You do it. You do it. I want you to do it.
Please calm down. Please call down. Call down, guys.
Calm down for what?
Whip, whip, whip.
It's surprising we both thought about that at the exact same time.
You brought him in to learn the reason behind his presence in the forest, didn't you?
That is correct, Orosama. I believe he was working together with the Fox Spirits to steal,
Panties.
panties and other undergarments. Objection!
Huh? Wait, what are you objecting to, young man?
The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusation was fabricated. Narumi-san, would you please answer this question for the judge? What? What did he... Is he a lawyer? Because he knows a lot about law. He was talking about it earlier.
I feel like it's a standard issue in Japan.
Was the defendant, that is myself, anywhere near those girls where you two were in pursuit of them? Hold it! Who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I'll strike you down!
She's such a bitch. Hey Mio-san, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. You know? Like normal people.
Like people that were actually like guards.
If he had a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief. And we'll use him for a punching bag out in the yard.
Finally, and here I thought it was about to become a turnabout case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act despite the seriousness of the situation. Who would have ever thought that mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble?
So
he said he was being Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, he was just being Phoenix Wright, that's all. Wow.
References!
Objection!
That's why he's like us, man.
That's all he is.
Except we don't know judo. As long as I didn't become ace prisoner, things would be hopefully turn out for the better. There's just timing.
A wise idea. Narumi-chan, how about you start by giving us your name?
Gushiken Takahiro.
So what are you doing in the forest when those two were chasing the thieves?
I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at the shrine, hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me.
A girl?
Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted. I think she might have raped me. After that, I woke up somewhere in the forest.
I hope she raped me, actually. Just seeing you don't know. Narumi-chan, do you recall stories behind the shrine near our village?
Forgive me, Elder Sama. I do not recall. Look at her. She's just like,
I don't give a fuck anymore. I wanted to kill people. I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather.
Gomenasai. Doso.
The shrine belonged to Suhiri, a powerful spirit that has been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest.
I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if you would just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill, or some run-down old house. Look at her face.
Human spirits rarely mingle, and if they meet with good intentions. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means there is a chance he was there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a look at him yet? He seems disoriented, and his clothes look foreign.
They spelled disoriented, right? Disorientated.
Disorientated, and his
Sounds like
clothes...
something my dad would say.
He did seem to be talking gibberish earlier. He claimed to be from a city near here, but there's nothing like that around for miles. He was also talking about something called a movie, and he used some fighting techniques that I had never seen before. He's still a pervert.
Wait, that was me. He's still a pervert. I am not a pervert. It's perfectly natural for a guy my age to be curious about certain things.
What?
Besides, if you were talking about how the panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with it, tsundere tyrant. What did you call me? I ought to smash you to pieces, brat.
Oh, wait now. Now that I think about it, those two foxes did look like they were just abandoning them. But grandfather, what does this all mean? I can't be certain. However, I believe it's unlikely that he's working with the fox spirits. Still, I have never heard of any human to come upon a spirit such as Tsusuyori. I dare say he might not even be of this world.
Wait, are you trying to say
that
I'm in a different world right now?
Bro, he's in a pocket universe.
Oh god, my throat.
He's in a total pocket universe. Do you need some...
I do need to say that.
That would be the most logical explanation. I mean, pocket universes are always the explanation.
In what world would that be considered logical?
The other pocket universe, bro.
But I have an important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now.
Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. You would have to think of how to deal with you, or even if it is possible to get you back to your own world.
In the meantime, a night in the cell won't hurt. He did assault a village guard, and he resisted arrest. He could stay here until he rots for all I care. But I suspect the Elder will wish to have talk with you soon. Hikage, I'm going to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. Look at her, she's like, ah! And she's just like, I may be a bitch, but you know you want my body.
She's got a bitch face. I would take offense
Oh.
for implying that I stink, but that was one hell of a run.
You know what we need to do?
Yeah, we're about to finish up this scene. Yeah, let's finish this scene. Those fox spirits run fast. I would still like to know more about those techniques, Takuro-san. If you happen to stick around, I might need to go a few rounds with you.
It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being, bitch.
It's only a few hours where we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers, so it is necessary to convince them that you mean them no harm before we release you.
That was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell, while people responsible for my situation left to deal with personal errands. Okay, we'll end right now.
No, this is a
This
the
sucks.
scene.
As if being sent to a different world wasn't bad enough, I'm stuck in jail with my only company being...
A pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic fox sisters. You lucky boy.
A pair of beautiful... Wait a second. Yeah! Wait, that was me. Yeah! Yahoo! Hi there, panty boy.
Yeah, I don't think this is ending. Let's save.
Quick save. Boom.
Alright.
Episode over.
See you next
See you
time,
next
bros.
time we can learn more about this strange new world we're in.
Wait, what are we gonna call them? What are we gonna call them? Are we calling them faggots? Or closet queers?
Closet queers.
Alright.